Hello, good morning, good day to all, and Happy New Year. This is our day 10 for our free daily life tutorial, and this is our third day for this particular topic about HTML. So, for today, I'm going to share with you another HTML tag that you can use in your web page design, or if you do already your own website. Okay. So, let us recall what we have discussed last time. I will share with you my browser. Okay. So, as you can see on your browser or on your screen, uh, we've created, I've shown you the different H tags from H1 to H6. So, this is H1, H2, 3, 4, 5, and H6. So, as it becomes higher, the font size becomes smaller. And we also created this example, a tongue twister example. But what we want to show here is on how to use the U tag for underlined words and the B tag for the bold words or in bold format, and this one the italicized. And there is also the strike through, or just simply type the strike tag. So that's also a sandwich tag. Okay. So I will also show you the codes so that you will recall this, what we did last time. So that's the source code. So again, just a short recap. If you create an HTML document, you need to have an HTML tag. So that's the main tag. And you need two body parts, important parts, the head tag and the body tag. So inside the head, you can specify the title, although there are also other tags that you can include there. The link tag, script tag, the meta tags, and you can also indicate before this HTML tag the doc type HTML, because that is for HTML5. So, but basically, even if you don't have that by this time, this will still work. So this is these are the only things that you need to remember always. Okay. Um, Today, I'm going to share with you on how to use the table tag. Okay. So for the table tag, so let us save this as another file name. Save as this is our third HTML example. You can also do your own naming convention. So HTML underscore 03, then save. Okay, before we modify these things. So let's say, for example, if I'm going to remove these things and only H1 there, and also these things. Okay, so that is the title. Let's say this is table tag. Okay, and then from here, okay, so to create a table tag, you will just specify the table tag, the word table. Okay, so I'll just put a single line space here, although it has no effect on the design. Okay, so for the table tag, you just need uh, th for table header or table heading, and the td for the table data. Okay, or it depends on the need. You can just specify all td. So, but basically, you have to. But before that, you have to specify the table row, the tr, meaning it is the first row. The first tr is the first row, so that is the table row. And for you to be able to write something there, you have to include td or th. So since this is the first row, we will consider it as our header. So table header, okay, th and slash th. By the way, if you still remember, we already used this in our previous example when we created the what do you call this? The first example, the PHP and MySQL examples. So if you still remember, we created a view contacts list. So we used the table tag. But this time, I'm going to explain with you on how or why we did it that way, or how it is being done. Okay. So here, let's say for example, we're going to create also a, let's say, a contact list. Okay, contacts list, something like that. So this is your first th. Okay, but if it is the title, it should not be there because this is the first column of the first row. It could be here, and then we can specify here an h2 tag. Okay, and here, let's say for example, first number contact, let's say 1 2 3 4 5 up to n contacts. And then if you have more than one column, it is better if you move it to the next line so that it looks good. Okay, and let's say for the next th, or for the next column, let's say we have there the name of the contact, name, and then let's say here the contact number, the mobile number, and then let's say we also need the email, and other tags. So by just for sample purposes, we will just include 4 different columns. Okay, so let us save this first, and let's go back to the browser. Okay, save, and then after that, let's go back to the browser. Okay, so from here, we will change the file name into html03.html, or you can open the file from here, file, and then open, or here also you can open from here like we did before, open file. But since it's already here, I will just type in the exact file name because we already know the file name. In your case, you can find the file through your file explorer or Windows Explorer, and then just double click the file. So you don't need to have a server's what do you call this, a PHP or Apache server, because in my case I've already installed here the Linux, Apache, MySQL, and PHP. But Since we're doing an HTML document, it's a client-side scripting, so you don't need to install anything. Okay, even if you double-click the file, that will still work. Okay, this is what I'm saying. I'll show you my desktop before I. Okay, for a moment. Okay, I'll share with you my desktop. Okay, and then okay, this is what I'm saying. If you double click this file, because it is located on this file, I'm using Linux, that's why I have this kind of folders and environment. But even if you're using Windows or Mac or whatever operating system, you can just find the file that you have saved and just double click it. Okay, if I double click this, and look at that. So I have here already the HTML, but that's not the file that you want to open. This is HTML03. This is the new file that we have just created. So I will just double click this one. Okay, so see, we have now here this is the table tag, and then the H to the context list, and you have these things. Okay, okay, so let's go back to the browser so that you will not be confused. I just showed you that if you either you open it through the browser or to the file or Windows Explorer, or just indicate directly the file name, the correct path and file name of the file. Okay, and you don't need to install any server-side programming language or any installation and configuration, just to run your HTML document. So that's how it works. Okay, going back to the editor. We already produced the these things. We have already the first row and these columns. So in order to become visible or more visible, we will specify an attribute or one of the attributes of the table, which is the border. Okay, so border equals, let's say, 1. So that is the thickness of the border. Okay, so let's say for example 1, and we save this, and let's go back to the browser and let's try to refresh the browser. Okay, see, so we have already there the border. So if we make it higher, let's say let's go back to the source code. Let's say if I make this, instead of 1, we'll make this, let's say 5. Okay, and then save and refresh the browser or reload the browser. See, so you have that. Okay, and then let's try to specify some names. Okay, so you can put another tr. Let's go back to the editor first. Okay, if you want to specify the names below the table header, you can specify another tr here, meaning the next row, table row. So tr, opening tr, and then closing tr. Okay, and then instead of th, although you can still use th, but the user, or we're expecting that we only have one table header in every table. Okay, so here we will specify td for the table data. Okay, so that is the normal font, so that's not in bold letters. That's the normal font inside or the next row of the after the table row. Okay, or the table header. So for the td, let's say this is our first contact, but remember, this is just an static sample. Okay, static page example. What we did last time, at first we created static, and then we made it dynamically. No, we made a dynamic list because those data are coming from the database, okay, not from the source code. And then for our next TD, so here the counter for our contacts, and the second column will be the name. Let's say for example, Juan de la Cruz. Juan de la Cruz. Okay. And then next, this is for the mobile number. Let's say 123. And then but the actual mobile number is of course at least 11 digits, just for sample purposes. And the next TD would be the email. Let's say for example jdc at say gmail.com. Okay, so we have now the two rows. The first row is the header, the column header, and then the next row would be the actual the value. Let's say the first contact person from your list. Okay, so let's try to save this. Okay, and let's return to the browser. Okay, and from here let us refresh this one. But by the way, I will try to put this back into white background. I will remove the color from the body, or you can just specify here white. By the way, this is the changes that I made. I just replaced light blue into white, or with this color. Okay, so white, and then save. That's why if you refresh this browser, okay, this color white, and then we can actually put these things into the center, or at the center. Okay, if we specify here center, it's only the table. So if we want everything to be at the center, and we can, I think, indent these things. Although if you're using other editor, you can just highlight it and then press tab to have some indentions or spaces all at once. Okay. But again, I recommend for you to use the plain text editor, so that you could remember things that we're doing here. Okay, so going back here, yeah, we just put everything at the center. Okay, so let's try to save this one and go back to the browser. Okay, let's reload or refresh the browser. So everything is at the center already. Okay, we have now, and then you can specify the succeeding. Let's go back to the editor. You can just put another row. Okay, and for the second contact, let's say your next contact would be Antonio Regondola or Tony Regondola, and then 63928313739. Okay, oops. Okay, and then Tony Regondola at gmail.com. Okay, and then another one. Let's say third contact. Who else? Maria Clara. Let's say Maria Clara is 456. Maria underscore Clara. This is just a dummy record, okay? And you can put anything. So the table row, of course, is unlimited, okay? You can put as many contacts as you have, okay? Or as you can. Okay, let's try to save this one. And then let's go back to the browser and reload the page. So see? So that's how it works, okay? And actually, I think on our next session, I'll show you on how to use or on how to create a nested table, okay? You can also create another table inside the table. So I think that's for the succeeding sessions, or before some of the topics that I'm going to share with you. Okay. But for you to understand and easily recall all these things, I will just do it very basic or simple. Okay. Let's go back to the browser. To the editor. Okay. So this is a very simple example for table tag. Although there are some cases that again you need to make it nested or put another table inside the table. So it depends on the need, okay? In the need of the design that you want to lay out, or if you that you want to create. Okay, so if you have any question about this, you can put it on the chat box, or you can send me an email so that I could reply to your concerns. And again, we're doing this daily during non-holidays because we want to have the continuity of the discussion, and I want to share it with you gradually, okay, so that you can internalize every topic. You can also do examples. You can practice. You have the time to practice every topic, because again, although it depends on your speed on how to learn or acquire this kind of topics, but again, it would be very effective if you are going to make it gradually, because to be honest with you, it also takes time for you to be able to learn everything. Actually, you will not learn everything because this is a continuous learning process, but at least the core knowledge that you need. Okay, so I want you to have a solid foundation in programming, not a half-baked foundation, because if you have the good foundation, you will not be lost into your web development journey, because you know the concept, you know how to map out the journey or the path that you're going to go along in programming. So that's how it really works. And if you have already a very good foundation, you can jump already from one topic to another. Especially this time, there are already so many software technologies that are coming out, be it on the front end or on the back end side. Especially the front end, there are already a lot of frameworks in JavaScript, even CSS. It has also its own frameworks. And then for the back end, there are also different frameworks. So when we say framework or frameworks, it's the different flavors of a particular web programming language. So in PHP, there are a lot of flavors or frameworks. In Python, the same thing. And even on other programming languages, especially in web programming or web development. So again, you can somehow easily learn or migrate or shift into other not only framework, even programming language, if you have the right concept and right foundation in programming, not only in web development but in any programming language. Okay, so I think that's all for now. This is our first session for this year, but this is our 10th day for our live stream. So I am going to continue to share with you other HTML tags, and then before we proceed to another major topic. Okay, so we're not done yet with our HTML tags. Okay, so I think that's all for now, and tomorrow is Tuesday. We are going to have a live cast at 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Okay, and then again, as you can see our schedule, we have Monday to Friday, but during MWF it's 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. Philippine time. Okay, so today is Monday, so we did it from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. and then during Tuesdays and Thursdays it would be during evening here in our country, so from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. And before I end the session, I will show you the browser again and then the source code. Okay, so before I finally end the session, that's all for now, and bye bye.
And no